This is weird, actually, because
Why did this pub have a monkey in the garden? This story's a lie.
There's a pub in Bean, which is a town.
Bean? That's a type of food. Oh, nothing makes sense.
It's called the Black Horse.
No,
People
that's
Kent will know
from a
about
bank.
it. They used to have 2 monkeys in a big cage in the pub garden.
What
right?
type of monkeys?
Well, those little monkeys with tails.
Like spider monkeys.
Little evil ones.
Evil ones that betray Indiana Jones. They would normally be wearing a waistcoat and fez. And like they betray Dr. Jones.
Yes. Those type of
I know
monkeys,
them.
right?
I know those little guys.
And what?
And if there are any of them listening, what you've done to Indiana Jones is unacceptable.
Russell, move on.
Even though he's just an archaeologist and he should really be stealing them forgotten treasures, to betray him in that market is repugnant.
So you like the bits where Indiana Jones was just a teacher?
Yeah, they're my favourite bits. He's just a teacher. And I think, oh, he's got, and all the girls fancy him, don't they?
Yeah.
And he's got that latent sexuality, and you know he's going to go off on a mission. You just know it. I mean, there's sometimes it's too much for even for me to bear.
You've got a boring film if you didn't.
If he just was a lecturer all the time.
Anyway, so
I would like to be a lecturer. Because imagine your job's just lecturing all
you
day.
were a lecturer once and you used it to get laid.
Oi! Yeah, I did actually.
Right, now shut up.
You was in a pub called Bean on a black horse in the middle of Kent. There was monkeys in the garden.
Telling a story, it's like, I don't know, it's impossible
It's really
with him,
difficult,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Really hard.
I'm just trying to be nice.
Right. You can sing that. I was in a pub called the Black Horse in Bean.
Yeah.
I was a child. There was other children
How
there.
old?
It was summer, probably about 5.
Young. I imagine you was probably wearing a coat that restricted the movement of your head and body.
It was summer.
All right. Why didn't your parents dress you up as Paddington like they usually did for a laugh?
They probably did.
Yeah, go on then. So you're in the back garden of this pub.
Right, anyway, so they put us all down to watch the monkeys. All go on then, sit down and watch the monkeys.
Well, they go inside, give you some crisp and Pepsi.
Yeah, no, that's
What other Cokes are available?
Ice pops, whatever they're called.
Mr. Freeze, that's just frozen additives.
Right, okay.
I might as well just give you a...
Let's play a game, right? Russell bites his finger as long as he can.
I'm brilliant at this! I'm brilliant! I've got 3 fingers!
Okay, and...
They taste weird.
I'm never going to get this story out.
Yes, you are. Get on with it.
You're making this into an epic.
Come on, get on with the story.
So hard.
You're in a garden, you're 4, you're looking at monkeys.
Right, now the monkey's cage has got 2, it's got chicken wire, but 2 layers of it, right? With a bit of distance between them, right?
Yeah.
So that kids can't put their hands through, because these monkeys are evil.
Why are they evil? Because of what they've done to Indiana Jones.
No, yeah, exactly. Right, but what happened was
No wonder they're in prison.
Listen, a bird got trapped between the 2 things, and the monkeys were all excited. And we were watching it.
That must be a joy. If you're a monkey, you just live in a cage. There's not much going on, just looking at kids eating crisps.
It's a big cage, actually. It had a little house bit in there. Anyway, so this bird...
What, you're trying to say that the monkeys were living in good conditions then?
Yeah.
Just the couple of people at the Black Horse
Or a
pub.
cage.
It's not right to have monkeys in the garden, Matt, under any conditions.
pub garden.
Of course it's not.
Right.
It's better.
No, it's not. We're in England. Monkeys don't live here.
Anyway, so this bird was stuck in the thing, and the monkeys loved it.
It's a magic moment for the monkeys.
Yeah, magic moments, like when a bird comes in your house, and it was flying between the 2 things, and we were watching it thinking, this is exciting. Then the monkeys got the bird, and ripped it and pulled it
pulled it into the cage?
Into their cage, and then proceeded to, for about 20 minutes, torture it, pull all its feathers out.
Brilliant.
Right? And it looked like a little fat man. Its beak came off.
Because hold on, they stripped of all its feathers, so it's like a little tubby bloke with long thin arms.
It was horrific.
Because once wings are stripped of feathers, they're not so elegant, are
It
they?
was like a little fat bloke with big long arms, like snooker cues.
Yeah, right. Hey, look at me now! I ain't flying now! Because they lord it over us, the birds.
tortured it. The monkeys tortured it. They were like screaming and chattering and really happy, and they went to the top of the cage and dropped it. And they kept doing that and dropping it. That's why
They're trying to crack it like a coconut,
Yeah.
Why do you think
probably.
they were doing that, though?
Huh?
Why do you think they were doing that?
Instinct, Trev!
Because
But
they
what
were
is the instinct?
bored and evil. But the point is, there was about 30 kids sat there, all terrified, unable to move, watching this thing we'd been made to sit in front of. Oh, watch the monkeys.
Oh, watch the monkeys, that'd be nice, but
one of the
really, what your parents forgot, that nature is capable of being cruel and indifferent and has no moral code, so then monkeys just behaved in a completely natural way. I'd love to have seen that, I'd like to see that now.
Yeah,
I
no,
would
it
feel
was
a bit
amazing.
bad for the bird.
But you don't know what that bird's been up to before. Maybe that bird's
In
been
a past
flying over-
life.
Well, no, even in its own life.
In its present life.
Dive bombing it. When they're trapped in a
Dive
cage.
bombing it?
There's probably not
That-
a roof over that cage.
That bird didn't do
Pooping on
anything
them.
wrong.
You don't know that.
That bird had done nothing,
little
Trev,
sparrow.
Matt's a witness.
Anyway, when our
What type of
parents...
bird was it? Little sparrow?
When our parents came back, they said, "Oh, did you like the monkeys?" And everyone was
All gibbering and terrified, I've just witnessed a hideous, torturous spectacle of cruelty. I'd like that.
absolutely amazing, though.
Well, we've had a bit of a laugh talking about these magical moments.